We kept things pretty nice for this 4th of July. Normally on this holiday, we either deal with very hot and humid weather or we get rained out with all this hot and humid weather, but none of the sort for today. We had partly to mostly sunny skies from start to finish from our time-lapse of indigo sky just outside of Seneca, Missouri. That did have to result in temperatures a little bit warmer compared to yesterday, where we topped out in the middle to upper 80s. After we dropped back though into the upper 60s this morning, we went back into the upper 80s, and that's where most of us topped out, with the humidity staying fairly in check. So it wasn't too bad for any outdoor plans on this 4th of July. We're still looking good for this evening. Overall, for the course of the week, I'm expecting temperatures to stay mainly warm to hot. We're going to bounce back and forth between the 80s and the 90s on some days, and that's despite some rain chances trying to sneak in on Wednesday and Thursday before we see a stronger front come in by the weekend, and that could send us back potentially into the lower 80s by the time we hit the end of next weekend. In the meantime, though, can't deny how beautiful the sky looks from 7th and Rangeline at 9/11 on the Sunday night. 79 in Joplin, feels like 81 with the dew point sitting in the mid-60s. Much of the area is faring fairly the same. We are in the upper 70s to near 80 degrees right now. You factor in that humidity, it's just making it feel a degree or two warmer against the skin, but still not bad even if it does feel like the upper 70s to lower 80s. At least we're staying quiet here, while once again any big thunderstorms are staying well out to the west of us. Ahead and along of a dying warm front, then our focus will shift toward this frontal boundary to the north. That's going to try and inch our way over the next few days, but it's going to have to take a lot of persuading to come down this way, especially when we have this upper ridge trying to build back in. This is what's primarily going to keep some of the summer heat in play as we go throughout the course of the week. But in the short term, just like this morning and today, we'll just keep skies partly cloudy and quiet while anything left over from the storms out in western Kansas stay out to the west of us. As far as temperatures go, we'll drop back to 66 first thing in the morning, and then we'll just keep that light south breeze at 5 to 10 going throughout the course of the day. That'll send us to 83 by noon, pushing 88 degrees for an afternoon high in Joplin. Everyone else faring much of the same, mainly upper 80s, but most of us should stay out of the 90s for yet another day if you're still observing the 4th of July on your Monday. In terms of where we go beyond the end of the holiday weekend, we go back into the lower 90s for some on Tuesday. Then this upper level low shunts the upper ridge back, and that tries to send the first front our way with some thunderstorm chances Wednesday and Thursday, and that's going to try and push temperatures back into the mid to upper 80s. But that temporary list to the north, then a stronger wave to the north really works its way in as we go into the coming weekend. And what starts as kind of a warm to hot weekend, behind that on Sunday, this setup could potentially bring temperatures down to maybe near 80 degrees. And you can see how these temperatures play out on the 7-day forecast. Staying warm, not a bit hot for the next few days. 88 tomorrow, 90 on Tuesday. Dry for both days. Then we'll see maybe some scattered storms Wednesday and a random storm Thursday with mid to upper 80s for highs. The weekend may start hot, Mike, but with that second big front on the way, we'll see highs dropping back to 80 on Sunday.
Sounds like a plan to me. Thanks so much, Nick. And Nick, we've got a little